who said mathematics is the language through which God wrote the universe. And I absolutely love that, because we know as mathematicians that anything can be modeled with mathematics in some way.
Problem solving aspect of it, I mean, it's kind of like a puzzle. If you get all the pieces together, then you just kind of get the solution, and I don't know, I find it fun. It can be relaxing if you know what you're doing.
How there's a set solution to the problems.
About it is the procedures. There are procedures, and they are, if you follow them, you're going to get to the path that you need to. You're going to get to the end of the path.
I like being able to support my ideas with math and science, opposed to I don't know, writing, I guess. And I like being able to calculate things and work things out by fact.
Coming from someone who loves English the most, I can at least still see the creative aspect in math.
Absolutely.
So we have a very creative mathematician sitting in our midst right here.
Coming up with creative ways to make things fun for students. And so I like teaching math, but I also like teaching graphic design, web design, and probably writing if you gave me a writing course.
Classes is very different from the math classes because instead of doing the same problem 100 times the exact same way, we're encountered with a unique challenge every time we're brought to a new concept. So instead of just saying, instead of trying to figure out the one side of a triangle 100 times on a sheet of paper, you're trying to figure it out any way that you would in real life.
It's harder, it challenges you because you're pretty much given all the rules and stuff, but you're supposed to make your own problems and try to solve them as you would without help.
Math in a textbook is always without any kind of interesting context at all. They keep it short because they're trying to fit it into a bunch of exercises, and when they provide a context, it's kind of dull and not interesting. So the thing that I do is try to provide an interesting context for solving a problem.
I think the stigma of math being boring or hard is there aren't the best teachers out there. So once you find a good teacher that really suits your needs for math, I think it allows you to excel and really understand the material. And if you put the time into the material, you'll get good outcomes from it.
I think relating mathematics to the real world in some way is so important to so many students, especially the ones who don't necessarily love mathematics.
And I know for me, I learn better when I know why something happens. So for example, I use 4 times 4. Well, why is 4 times 4 16? Because when you have 4 groups of 4 items, you have 16 items.
Why does it matter to me? Because you're surrounded by mathematics that you just can't see because you don't see the equations that go with everything, but it's there.
That camera that you're using is working because of mathematics. The room that we're sitting in is not falling down into the room below us because somebody figured out the math for the beams that are holding up the floor. The lights that are coming into this room right now are getting here because somebody understood the mathematics required to generate electricity and distribute it to...
Yeah, and reflected in the right way off of each of those.
And many decisions that get made in the world are based off of
Mathematical theories, yes, even if they're not running any numbers with them,
statistical procedures and
And too, just sometimes when we have that passion for math,
Yes.
that passion comes through, and that would keep it